Hey guys, welcome back to Twin Dev, where me and my twin brother Jonas Priebe make video games. Recently, I just published my first game, Night Jumper, on itch.io. If you haven't seen the video where I make that, check it out. But being a beginner developer with limited experience, I wanted to learn more. So thankfully, I found Matt Aspland's 5-year anniversary game jam. And now, me and my brother are making a new game called Primal Evolution. But first, let me show you guys the team. So the first member I found to go on the team is a guy named Charlotte952. Shout out to him. He's the composer and he's really good. I'll link his SoundCloud, but he's got some great stuff on there, and I'm really excited to see what he cooks up. And then we got Spacenot4me, who is the 2D artist for the game, and he's done a great job with the UI so far, so good job to him. And then we have Jonas5, or other words, Jonas, my brother, who has well, one, he's a good developer. He's literally making a RPG called Cure Legends. Check that out if you haven't seen it yet. But he's also the code developer or programmer for this game. So I'm really excited to work with the team on this. Development has been good so far. And before we actually show off gameplay, let me tell you guys what the actual game's about. So the theme for the game, or the game jam, is evolution. So our thing's called Primal Evolution. Right now it says Survival of the Fittest, but we changed the name. And it's going to be a survival game. You play as a low-level beast, and you survive in the wilderness and kill other creatures, some weaker or stronger than you, until you become more powerful. So each time you kill them and eat them, you gain XP, and you evolve into more powerful creatures. 3 main pillars of the game is survival, evolution, and exploration. And then these are just all the systems that we have to make for the game. We want good graphics. We're kind of inspired by Ark Survival right now. Our main systems like survival, hunger system, damage system, combat, yada yada, evolution, XP, obviously the main part of the game. And then we're not using this guy right here, but we do have 4 creatures right now that you can ascend to in the food chain, and then we might make some more later on. But with the description out of the way, let's get into the actual gameplay and development for our first week developing this game. Okay, so before we show the actual creatures for the game, I do want to show off the island that we're making. And if you see me zoom out, you can tell it's obviously a huge map, which does cause some performance issues, so it might change in the future. We didn't originally plan on making it this big. See, even though I made the landscape, my brother preset like the size of the map and actually like sculpted the perimeter. But he didn't realize until I actually finished making it that it's like way too big. I think I asked ChatGPT and it said something like 60 kilometers, which is massive. So it is probably going to change to a lot smaller of a map, but we don't care too much as long as the map that we have is like open, feels natural, and looks realistic. Then it fits the vibe of a survival game. But at least for this video, that is going to be accompanying the actual gameplay. I think it does look nice though. It just causes optimization issues, but my brother Jonas, he got like a nice asset for this. It like automatically does the textures based off the height to make it more real, and it does simulate foliage as well. Something we're inspired by is Ark Survival, which has very nice graphics, some nice like bloom and lighting effects and fog. We don't have that yet exactly, but we do plan on adding post-processing, maybe playing around with lighting and fog as well. But this is a great start. So with that out of the way, the exploration part of the game, let's get into the actual creatures that we created for our evolution game. When trying to figure out what the first creature would be, we wanted to make sure that would fit a clear hierarchical structure for the evolution to make progression feel good. So we did decide to go with assets for the project, as we only had 30 days, and 3D modeling every creature and animating it definitely wasn't viable, especially considering we couldn't use Mexicamo for something like creatures, as they didn't have animations for those. But thankfully we found some good asset packs on the store, and eventually we settled down to use a wolf for the first creature. This is the wolf. Has its basic movement, and you can attack by left clicking, pretty fast attacks, and if you right click you can do a jump attack. Making him was pretty simple. Currently this is the mock-up UI, not the actual UI for the game, but our UI artist has made some actual UI, which I will be showing off soon. But yeah, this is the first. We have your XP and your hunger bar. Basically, what you're gonna do is you're gonna be killing other creatures to fill up your hunger and get XP to evolve. So this is the first enemy, the first creature. He's not too weak, but he's definitely at the bottom of the food chain when you compare it with the other stuff. So the wolf was nice, but we wanted the next creature to be clearly advanced. So we created the powerful primal wolf.
Alright, hey guys, this is Jonas. My twin brother Canan made it a lot in this project, but I want to showcase what I made myself. So, first off, I made the primal wolf, if I can find him, okay? And if I click play, should be able to see him in action. He can move around. Yeah! And then, my bad guys, I'm sorry. He can attack. Left click, right click, he can do a heavy attack, and yeah, extremely basic. Basically, he's just a child of the wolf actor, and just different model, more health, more damage. And as you guys can tell, I actually added a basic hunger and health system, as well as an icon for every monster in the game. So the orange bar is the hunger, and it goes by pretty fast, but that's just for testing purposes. It drops down incrementally, and once that gets all the way down, it starts taking from your health, and then when your health is gone, it will kill the player. So as you can see right now, my health is now going down. See how long that lasts for, and boom, now I'm dead.
The primal wolf was definitely an advancement compared to the normal wolf, but in reality is really just a big, stronger wolf. So for the next evolution, we want it to be a lot more unique and more powerful compared to the other evolutions. So we created the griffin.
Another monster I added was the griffin. If I click play, I can move around here as the griffin, obviously. Left click, attack. And the cool part here, I can click space and I can go into fly mode. So yeah, very cool. And I can attack while flying. But yeah, that's the griffin for you.
The final creature we created so far is the dragon. Okay, so I don't know how obvious it is to tell, but immediately, like, he's already way bigger than any of the other creatures on the list. Absolutely massive. Even just walking, he covers, like, even if it looks like he's slower than the griffin, he actually covers a lot more distance, just considering how much, like, what's the word, how much of a stride he has. So moving across the map is pretty effortlessly, especially with flying as well. His flight is even faster than the griffin, so it makes traversal extremely easy. Like within a couple minutes, you could probably go across the entire open world. But what gives him an edge over other enemies besides his traversal, I mean, obviously he's gonna be doing a lot more damage here, but I also coded him to have a fireball attack, which is pretty cool. It was my first time learning how to make a character that could shoot out projectiles, and this was my first time learning how to make flight as well. So making the dragon was pretty easy, but also a great learning process as well. By the way, my brother is going to release, it could be released by the time I'm making this, I'm not sure, a tutorial on how to make your very own dragon that can shoot fireballs like this, attack, and fly. So if you wanted to see that, check it out. But yeah, currently that is all of the creatures. You can also tell that I have a mock UI layout as well, but I will be showing off the systems my brother made. Currently he made health and damage systems with hunger. So yeah, that was it for this week's progress. We have all these different creatures, but we plan on adding more creatures in the future. Now that we have like the main food chains with the creatures and their actual systems in place, like their health and damage systems, hunger systems, and their animations. We plan on getting to the cool stuff like making actual combat, evolution, and the leveling system, as well as integrating future music from our composer, and maybe some new UI designs, maybe even some new creatures as well. So that's gonna be a lot of fun. Yeah, our theme right now, yeah, we kind of take some inspiration from Ark Survival, just like from the realistic terrain and like just like the, you know, just like crazy creatures roaming the world, except this time you get to play as the creatures. So we're hoping that, you know, even when we have 30 days, it could seem like an ambitious project, but if we keep it very simple while still being fun, I think it has a great chance at doing well. So it's a lot of fun that I can already be working on a game with my brother, even after being a beginner. Goes to show that, you know, if you keep the scope down and you know what you're doing, it's not too bad. But yeah, I'm really excited to make the AI, make the actual evolution, and to show that off to you. So expect a new devlog to come out very soon. But yeah, that's all the creatures. Hey guys, Future Canan here. Before I end the video, I just want to show off like the different scale we have between the different creatures. So as you can see, the the normal wolf is a lot smaller than the primal wolf. Definitely a big boy there. And then we got the griffin, way bigger. But it gets really crazy when you get to the dragon. Look at that huge difference between all of them. Absolutely insane. So the progression should feel like quite good each time you evolve. And really quick, if I load in as a dragon. Sorry for the lag. Okay. Yeah, definitely laggy. We're probably gonna have to make a smaller map. But anyways, as you can see, like the wolf, like you can barely see him. Like he's like a tiny little speck on the map. Even the primal wolf, even the griffin is like a small little boy compared to me. So yeah, I just want to give a sense of like what the progression is gonna feel like, and we just want to like, yeah, put a big emphasis on the different evolutions, so that one, when you're playing, you see the other creatures, like it kind of freaks you out, but also like when you evolve, you feel like a lot more powerful. So hope you guys like where the direction of the game is going so far. And we do plan on maybe adding some more creatures if we have time. We will have to stick to assets though because of the limited time frame. But if you guys have any ideas for that, let us know in the comments below. And then before I log off for the video, I do want to show off Spacenot4me's UI that he's created so far. So it looks really good. First off, we have the profile thing right here. I like what he did with the profile picture. I think it's either like antlers or tree branches, but either way it fits in with the survival aesthetic beautifully. He has like some nice gradients here as well. And then if I can't really move around much, but if you look at this, like he has like a cool little logos for the food icon and the health. So yeah, super good. Like it's like detailed enough but also simplistic enough that it just matches the game perfectly. So I'm really proud of that. And yeah, I'm really excited for this game and how it's moving along, especially with like how like short this development cycle has been. Like even just considering we've been at school and only like developing like so much per day, and we've got all this done. So I'm really excited to show what we got for the next devlog. But if you guys liked it, let us know in the comments below. And if you have any ideas, I mean, it's a limited time frame, so it probably won't integrate any of them, but it's just cool to see your guys' thoughts. Anyways, that's it for the first video. Check out our other videos on the channel and stay tuned for more. Peace.